Ready? All right, Josh Henschke going to join us now via the Bradford White Water Heaters hotline. Joshua was there at the Jim Harbaugh press conference as he talked about the class. You can read his stuff at amazingbrew.com and also on freep.com. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, Matt?
How are you, buddy? How was that Harbaugh presser?
Oh, just another day at the office, another Harbaugh presser. Not much has changed from San Francisco to now.
So, in other words, he didn't say anything good?
He said stuff, but I guess nothing of substance is the way I would put it. The usual, just a lot of words, but not much to take from it. I guess, especially with a class like this, I kind of have to wait and see what happens.
All right, so the class is at 12 guys at the moment. Are they waiting on some others? Do you know anything about Wheatley Jr. or Marshall or any of these guys?
There's a couple of decisions coming down the line. He said that there's a possibility, or Harbaugh said there's a possibility of a couple more coming in. But as far as I know, looking at who's left, Wheatley Jr. might be the only guy that there's a possibility that he might join the class, and then again he might go somewhere else. I guess you can include Van Jefferson into that as well, but these kids, you never know what they're going to do. So I guess it's kind of we're pretty much all in wait and see mode just to see what will happen.
How's the mindset? What was the mood like? Because certainly Jim's kind of a different guy, and all in for Michigan, and all the rah-rah stuff is there. His son on Twitter is out of control with the positivity. Yet, we had Mike Farrell on earlier from Rivals saying right now it's only a ranked 61st class.
Well, I think you have to take this class with a grain of salt.
Sure.
Because you've had a month to scramble and like you've been saying, to create relationships with players that have seen coaching staffs for 2, maybe even 3 years. So you can't take a whole lot from this class. You can't expect Harbaugh to flip every kid he sees. I know that was kind of the general expectation among some of the Michigan fans, but it's just not possible. I think flipping 5 recruits alone is a big deal and should be something noteworthy. But again, he's happy with what he has. It's a good class. There's a lot of good 4-stars in there. Obviously, they missed out on some big opportunities. Chris Clark being one of them today, who originally was committed to Michigan.
Right.
Mike Weber as well. I think overall he's happy with what he has, and there's still opportunity to add a couple more today.
Josh Henschke with us from Freep.com and the website MaizenBrew.com. Excellent Michigan football blog, and they've been all over this recruiting. Give me a name of a guy that when he was asked about this particular player, Jim Harbaugh seemed to smile a little bit brighter. Is there a guy that stood out today?
Yeah, Keith Washington. Originally, I believe he was committed to Cal, but flipped to Michigan today without even visiting Michigan, mind you, which is a big deal. That's a big deal for Harbaugh and his staff. But yeah, Harbaugh seems to love him. He kind of took a little. Like he said, he wanted to take a little bow because that was his area and that was the guy he recruited. Seemed to smile a little larger and kind of glow a little bit when talking about him. Supposedly, Washington told Harbaugh that he can run a 4.3 and was willing to prove it out in the parking lot to him. So he said that was what he really liked. Even played in the playoffs with a torn MCL, I believe, when he was a quarterback. So that guy, he really particularly likes. And we'll see, if that translates to him getting early playing time, because cornerback is definitely a position of need right now for Michigan. So we'll see what happens.
What about Mike Weber? Was he asked about him?
No, he was not asked about Mike Weber, and at this point, it is what it is. Mike Weber wanted to do what was best for him, and you can't really fault him there. And really, if you think about it, Michigan picked up Higdon today, 4-star, and they're also getting back Ty Isaac this year, who had to sit out last year due to transfer rules, and he's a 5-star recruit. So, I guess if you wanted to use that as an example of why Michigan will be okay in the long run, obviously it stinks on their behalf to lose, a talented guy, an in-state guy of his caliber. But I think Michigan will be fine in the long run.
What did Harbaugh say about Quranhigdon? Because that kid was signed, sealed, and delivered to Iowa. Certainly he comes to Michigan, and then all of a sudden Weber made the comment today that, hey, I thought I was the only running back being recruited. Take me through that process.
Yeah, he didn't really say much about Higdon. Told him that he liked his speed. Wants to be a med student at Michigan, and Michigan's med program is extremely difficult. So that's kind of a cool thing for him.
The med program.
When he came, yeah. Good luck with that.
Come on. I mean, hey, these kids they go into the med school is awesome, but on signing day, you think we're buying that? Come on, he wants to run out of that tunnel in front of 110,000.
Yeah. We'll see how long his general studies major lasts on the media guide too. But even when he was coming to visit, he missed the first day because he couldn't get through security at the airport. So he only spent one day on campus, and that was through the massive snowstorm over the weekend. So whatever the staff did over that one day impressed him a lot. And, he kept talking about Harbaugh kept talking about how many graduates Michigan pumps through the med program. One of the highest in the country, I believe. So that kind of signed, sealed, and delivered Higdon to Michigan. But even then, it was kind of surprising that he flipped from Iowa. So I think that was a good addition for the running backs, especially after losing Mike Weber today as well.
Are you having fun today?
I'm just now starting to breathe.
Well, you did good work, brother. We always read your stuff, SB Nation's Maize and Brew, and also at Freep.com. Our man, Joshua Henschke. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, man. Anytime.
All right, there he is via the Bradford White Water Heaters.